Hi everyone, I'm Mariela Villa and today I'll talk about touchless displays. Today, touchscreen displays are popular and are adapted for many of our devices such as laptops and cell phones. As this approaches the norm, we begin to wonder if we can take a step further in human-computer interaction from touchscreen to touchless. While the idea of touchless displays to supersede touchscreen displays are already present, there were no clear foundations that would establish touchless displays until a group of scientists from the Max Planck Institute of Solid-State Research and LMU Munich have shown that it is possible, using photonic nanostructures and moisture-sensitive materials, for a material to change its properties just by the finger approaching the material. Photonic nanostructures are small-scale structures on materials that could affect the propagation of light. While it is a relatively new area of study, photonic nanostructures are present in nature, most prominently on butterfly wings and fish scales. The manner at which these things are organized in the nanoscale allows it to have nice colors, or in some cases, transparency. While the nanostructure allows the display to have its color, the bigger secret lies on the material used in making the display, phosphoantimonic acid. This acid is a moisture-sensitive material that easily swells as it absorbs moisture from any source. By absorbing the moisture from the finger, the material changes its nanostructure, affecting the propagation of light. By sandwiching single-layer sheets of the material between silicon oxide nanosheets, the team was able to create a display that changes its color in response to the moisture absorbed. In order for us to better understand the relevance of this to touchless displays, let us look on this patent application assigned to Microsoft Corporation. In here, they state that they were able to create a program that would allow touchless human-to-computer interfaces. While there were news in the last 2014 that Windows 8.1 would allow touchless interaction with devices, it hardly created any significant impact in the market because it had glaring limitations. While the device worked, it was reported that anything could serve as a stimulus for the system, resulting to erroneous readouts, and that it heavily drained the battery of the device. As a result, the idea never took off. The display showed here addresses those limitations, as it can easily respond within milliseconds to less stimuli given that the material is only affected by moisture. The selectivity and sensitivity of this material, for once, legitimizes the possibility of having touchless displays in the future. Furthermore, as its properties are native to the material, no programming is needed to make the material function this way. Lastly, the degree of swelling of the material in response to humidity is large, indicating that the possible applications of this particular material, with sufficient further studies, is immense. If we look into possible innovations that we can do with this and other advancements, combining this with developing haptic technologies such as ultrasound-generated 3D patterns in air can lead to the next generation of devices that could finally allow true touchless interfaces, the likes of which we only see on science fiction movies today. Also, the same principle used in touchless displays can apply to materials such as self-healing cement. Instead of guessing the lifetime of the material, nanostructures can be used to provide better estimates of the lifetimes. The idea of nanostructures as a color indicator for lifetimes is a practical innovation that can be used by everyone. Thank you for watching this video and have a good day. On the next slide would be the references that I used to make this video.